Hi guys, thanks for joining today. I'm Kathy with Design by Kathy. Today we're going to be doing an acrylic pouring. We're going to use the swipe method as we've done in a couple of videos before. Today we're going to be using two different canvases. We're going to do an art grouping with two canvases and two colors of paint. So let's get started. Okay guys, what we're going to use for this project today, as I mentioned, we're going to use two canvases. I have two 10 by 10 canvases, and we're going to be using white, and this is Craft Essentials white from JoAnn's, as well as Craft Essentials black. I'm also going to be using this, it's a cake icing tool. So this will be what we'll use to get the effect that the swipe effect that we're going for today. So let's get our paint ready. I've shaken these and we're going to add, this is a 7-ounce cup, and if I had to guess, 2, 3, maybe that's about 3 to 4 ounces of white. And we're going to do the same thing with the black. Like I said, 7-ounce cup. I'm probably filling it maybe, okay, so about a third of the cup with that. We're going to use this treadmill belt lubricant. It's 100% silicone. Put about 3 drops. This just helps ensure the fluid, making your paint be more fluid, as well as this Liquitex pouring medium. This also makes your paint go further, but also helps the fluid amount of it and helps it spread better. Let's see, I want about a half. I want this to be about a half a cup's worth all in all, and I think we're about there. Let me see. This pouring medium will not change or alter the color of your paint, but it definitely, like I said, helps it. We just went from having that much in the cup to having a half a cup of paint here to use. Do the same with the black. And as you'll see, once we get it mixed, it will not distort my paint color. Now this is just something for fun to think about, since I want to do the two canvases. I want this to be, complementing pieces or coordinating pieces. You can think about how you may want to display them, whether you want to display them more stair-step like this or even. I'm going to try it like this. What I'm wanting, as you can hopefully see here, I'm wanting this whole effect of what we do to take place and look like it just flows from one canvas to the other. So here is what we're going to do. I'm going to take the black, and I'm going to just pour some little lines along here. We're going to add the white around the edges, and then I'll show you how the swiping begins to work and causes this to take on an incredibly cool effect. Okay, so there is our black. Okay, the white. I'm going to go around the edge of both pieces. Missed a whole little gap there, and there. So let's get all our white there. Okay, we've got that all the way around the edge, and we have our black. I'm going to have a lot of paper towels handy because each time you swipe with your spatula, you'll want to come back and wipe it, or it changes the effect. So you want to keep paper towels handy to wipe off your icing spatula. So since I said I wanted the effect of this to go like from corner to corner rather than straight across, this is what we're going to try. I want you to take the corner here and lightly use your icing spatula and just gently swipe it across the top like so. And I'm going to continue on down into this one like so. I'm going to wipe it off. Now I'm going to take the spatula and I'm going to gently wipe it back across. And if you see how right here, this corner, all the black was gone, but it's still there. Still there. So this is what we're going to do. You're just going to continue to swipe across. And then gently swipe back over. And you'll see it'll pull out the black. Oops. And it may add you a whole little streak here, but this is not to fear, not to worry, because what we'll do is we'll just gently go over it like that. And then I'm going to swipe back across. I'm using a little bit of a zigzaggy swizzle effect here with my swiping, and I'm actually liking the effect that it's doing here. But I do, you want to wipe it off, or you'll just basically drag the white right back across it, and you really want to be able to let it pull up that color that's underneath. Now, as you can guess, mixing, black and white, we've got grays. We've got gray, we've got white. As you can see, these little places that are popping up are what's called cells. That there are a lot of different techniques to get these cells, but with using this, it's just naturally occurring the way we are swiping. Now, I love the way I've got the white right down here has automatically just made those little cells and a little swooshing through there. I want a little bit more right here. It looks like it's a little lonely up here, doesn't it? So let's see if we can drag in some black. See how that and I drag it right back off. So let's drag it right back over. Now, if you'll watch this for a minute, you'll start to see what I'm talking about, how it takes on. And see, I don't want to even touch that. Look how cool that looks. I'm going to put these up on top of my solo cups in a minute, and I want to make sure that I have paint all the way around the edges, all the way around. I want this to completely look like a fluid piece that's just flowing across. May want to give just a little more through here. Still a lot of paint on top of this canvas. I like making this little, this little swishing. It's giving it a little different character, I think, and I like that. Okay, run a little bit more of the white through there, and I've run out of paper towel here. I'm going to take this paint that's overflowing. Oh, see, there's a lot there. Really want to cover the edges. Just think of it, like I said, you're icing a cake. Only you're icing, well, cake is art, I have to say, cake decorating, but this is your own art. This is, do this piece for you, do it for somebody else. You just don't get much classier, than using these black and white, gray colors. They're just elegant to me. Not that I'm not by any means an elegant person, but I still like the colors. And I don't want to drip those over here. Just want to make sure that every bit, now I feel really comfortable that right here in the middle, where we were actually wiping across, all of that is completely covered nicely. And watch, there's some little naked places here, so I want to take a little more paint. And then we're just going to swipe across it. Thing is, I didn't want to swipe up and down. I wanted this to go across. And as you can see, I mean, you can see now why I didn't want to, like, if I wiped it this way, of course it would drag my paint completely to where it needed to be on the edge over here, but didn't want to do that. Now, as you can see, this is taking on so many more forms and variations, and the cells are coming through beautifully, beautifully. So let's see if we can lift this up and take a look at it and get it elevated. And then, of course, we're going to have like a whole lot of paint left around. I'm just going to use these solo cups. They come in handy for lots of things, don't they? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna elevate that. That way this paint that has flowed off the edges can continue to just make its own little natural effects like it's done up here. I have to say, I don't have one single thing in my house that this would go with, but I'm absolutely loving it. I don't have any room that's black and white, but I know a lot of people that use a lot to decorate with, and I hope I didn't just shoot that right out of the screen view there, but I'm trying to see if I can get these where it'll sit pretty sturdy. So now I want to just check and make sure with this extra paint. In fact, I think I'm going to use a little popsicle stick. I'm having a little trouble maneuvering that big thing. Just get my edges. Like I said, I want the edges to be completely covered. So just gonna, and I don't, I like this little drizzle, just drizzle it in there. I don't want to, I don't want to take a brush and swipe on the edges, because again, that will, not that that's a bad thing by any means, but that's a different effect, and that's just not the effect that we're going for today. Just scrape some more of that white out. There's probably enough paint to do a whole nother project down here, but here is one thing. You don't want to be too over, you don't want to be wasteful, but don't go, I often tend to go a little too conservative, and then you've got to mix up more paint, and what happens then is sometimes the colors, they just don't want to remix the same, or especially if you've added colors together. Definitely be sure and make enough. as you're watching, you can see that the cells and the paint is still taking on, you know, different patterns and different effects. Using this, you know, there are people that have, you know, worked tirelessly, spent lots and lots and lots of money, and most likely have a controlled knowledge of what they're gonna do. I personally, I don't know, maybe that'll happen sometime, but to me, part of the fun is just seeing what you come up with, seeing how it comes out. I just absolutely love that. To me, that's part of the fun of doing this. Now, as you saw, this project took 2 colors of paint. So this is not something that you have to go, you know, you don't have to go break the bank to buy a couple of little things of paint to try this project. And then if you get you a little cake icing spatula. Okay, it looks like, oops, we have a corner here, and I'm not sure if this corner, I hope that I haven't run out of camera space. I think the edge was a little iffy over here, but I apologize if I did. Let's see if I can use my left hand, which is quite challenging for me. I don't know why, it's really strange. When I used to ride horses, I rode with my left hand, but that's about all I can do with it. I can't really do anything else with my left hand. So you saw some drips just fall off of there. So it's still, you know, flowing along, but it's not flowing to the extent of like when we do just a straight dirty pour, where it's just gonna keep going and keep changing. It's gonna keep rolling off, but as you see, our little shapes are staying the same. Now this is extended, as you can see, but it's not changed the shape. Or the pattern. The shape of the pattern, how does that work? That little edge. And I'm hoping that I don't have my head stuck right in the camera. And basically that's it, folks. We're gonna let this dry, let it continue. Like I said, you wanna elevate it. You know, let anything that runs off, you want it to run off and stay on the edges. But let it run off and just we're gonna let it dry and let it continue to, I see that it's still forming. I'll take a close-up picture before I finish the video where you can see close up what these cells look like. That just turned, that was just done beautifully. And then through here, I mean, it's just made its own really cool pattern. But that's it, 2 canvases, 2 colors of paint, and an icing tool. Have fun. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on this acrylic swipe technique. If you have any questions, please leave comments below or ask a question. I'll be happy to answer them. Be sure and check out the other videos I have on dirty pours and the different techniques. I hope you'll subscribe and like my page. I would certainly appreciate it. And keep watching. We'll have more effects and more paint coming your way. And just remember, make it yours, make it personal, and you can do it.